Welcome to Mike Saunders Project. I'm Mike Saunders. Here's Jerry Korfelt.
Coming right at you in 3D.
We haven't done one of these in a while.
Because I almost died.
Well, and because 8mm really shut us down.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about that.
You wanted to talk more about your appendix than 8mm?
No, I'd rather talk about 8mm. Norman Reedus was in this movie?
You want to watch the movie again to see?
No.
Okay. So, shit.
We haven't even said we're going to review 8mm.
8mm.
Did we say that?
Now...
And we're not just talking penis size anymore.
We stopped. We watched 8mm. Ryan McDermott, a friend of ours, he gave us this movie. Well, he originally watched the movie and texted me, "Don't ever watch this film." And then he let me borrow it.
He's right.
It was so bad that we needed a break, and we took a break, and we riffed some stuff, and we did a review of a Pacific Rim, and
I underwent 2 life-threatening surgeries.
And here we are. We want to get back on the wagon, the review wagon,
I don't want to get back on the wagon. I'm getting dragged behind the wagon.
the cock wagon.
Oh, fuck yeah. Get out of the way, dick wagon.
So 8mm is a delicious little movie by Joel Schumacher. Sorry.
Shul.
And it
You know, Hebrew
stars
school. Shul.
it stars Nicolas Cage as a private investigator who investigates a snuff film.
You know how much I love him.
And Joaquin Phoenix is in it. James Gandolfini.
What was the budget?
Catherine Keener. That
A
guy from
$40
The
million
Walking Dead.
budget. What'd they pay for?
Norman Reedus. What does he play? He plays Daryl, right?
He's Daryl.
Yeah, from The Walking Dead. He's in it. I don't remember anything about him in the movie. Because, again, we watched this, 5 months ago? 6 months ago?
Yeah, it's about that long.
40
million.
Damn.
Where'd that money go?
It was 123 minutes long.
That was long.
Well, we really reviewed it, or put it up there to riff, but I have all this footage of us riffing it, but we didn't really say anything. So I have filmed footage of a movie.
Just us watching it. It was really boring.
It was really boring. I hate Joaquin Phoenix. By the way, he plays Max California.
California.
I hate that name. He works at an adult film store.
Just about this old rich woman's husband died. And she found a snuff film in her basement, and so she hired a private detective, which is, Nick Cage. And he watches it, and then she wants him to find out, what it had to do with her husband, or why he would have that. And so that just sends him to the seedy underbelly of, sexual sin.
Porn. And adult toys and shit. He goes to the local sex shop.
He meets Joaquin Phoenix. And Joaquin Phoenix is a guy who's not really into that stuff, but he needs a job. He keeps reiterating that. But he also teaches us the lesson of there's some things you can't unsee.
You can't unsee it. And if you've spent any time on the internet, you're familiar with that.
Also realize that watching 8mm, I can't unsee that I did it. But the good thing is I can barely remember it. That's the good thing.
It took a lot of therapy to get that one out of my head.
I don't even remember what James Gandolfini did in it, but I do remember we filmed a little clip, and we're going to show it to you in 1 second. But we filmed an intro to it, where I'm pretty much pestering Jerry to talk about it because he doesn't want to.
No.
And it was before Gandolfini died, and we didn't even talk about it, but I don't even remember what he even did in the movie, like a henchman or something. But anyway, we'll show you that clip now.
What do you expect me to say? It hasn't already been said before.
About what?
We're going to watch 8mm.
Who's in it?
Nicolas Cage in it. He's a piece of shit and I hate him.
Who else?
Joaquin Phoenix. He's got a hair lip and he's ugly.
Who else?
I don't know.
James Gandolfini's in it.
Okay. Let's watch this lump of shit and make fun of it.
You gonna eat something today?
I am going to eat this tube of cookie dough.
I don't think the viewers believe you.
And I don't care what they believe. Cut it open now and get started. This knife sucks. Good.
The report is Jerry says cookie dough is good.
It is good. Everyone knows that.
Oh, his tongue.
No, I caught it. That's how you do it. Like a candy bar. It's good. You shouldn't do this at home because you can get salmonella poisoning from uncooked egg.
Why are you doing it?
I'm a trained professional.
You've done this before?
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you think?
I don't know. A lot.
Like 2?
More than that.
Like 3?
More than that.
4?
I don't really know. Like more than a dozen, I'd say.
13?
Sure, exactly 13.
That's pretty unlucky. Oh, this would make 14. You're redeeming yourself.
My redemption.
I'm so full of delicious ass clips.
Clips and nougat.
So what else do we really say?
The guy doing the fucking, who was in the snuff film was called Machine.
Oh, the Machine. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, and the guy from, what was his fucking name? He was in, Fargo. I don't even know how to pronounce that dude's name.
Peter Stormare?
Yeah, Stormer. But he was the guy who was putting the chick through the wood chipper and was teamed up with Steve Buscemi in Fargo. He plays the guy who was in charge of snuff films, the director.
Velvet.
Dino Velvet. Yeah, he had a crossbow.
That's a stupid name.
He had a crossbow because...
He did have a crossbow. They made a point of mentioning it a bunch of times even before that scene came up at the end.
So basically, and it's not like I'm trying not to give a spoiler because I don't remember the end, but I know that Nick Cage takes it into his own hands and fights against these people.
Yeah, he's gonna go kill him, bring him to justice.
And Catherine Keener from 40-Year-Old Virgin, she plays his wife.
His better half.
His better half. And there's nothing really to say about her because her performance was just bland as shit. And I'm basing it on the trailer we just watched to refresh ourselves.
No, because I don't remember anything about her.
I forgot she was in it. But I guess that's it. I would recommend not watching this movie.
Yeah, I'd avoid this one.
They have a sequel, and I actually have it here. It's actually Ryan's, but we haven't watched
It's
it.
called 16 millimeter.
No, it's
64 millimeter.
8mm too, but
Electric Boogaloo or Back in the Habit?
no, unrated and exposed from the first kiss to the last breath. 8mm too.
That sounds romantic.
It is romantic.
Oh, is that the chick from, Oh, it's that chick. What's her name?
Her sexual
Zeta
appetites could get a
Gorok.
man killed. That's what it
She
says.
was in,
Get it out, come on.
I can't remember the name of that. Heroes. She was in Heroes. She was the psycho.
Oh fucking A, she was. She was the fucking. She was the chick that had the. She could see the audience. You could see her as the her evil side.
She's almost like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, where that bitch took over if she needed to kill somebody or something that she couldn't do.
Yeah.
But this movie has nothing to do with the first one. It's just a movie they made that has a similar plot, and they just slapped the old 8mm on there to fucking
Sell it.
sell it. I don't know if I want to watch this.
It looks terrible. Lori Huring is her
But
name.
if we do watch it, it's not going to be today. He also gave us Frogs. We have this movie called Frogs we need to watch. It's got Sam Elliott in it.
I've been trying to steer you away from that one.
I know, because we've had it.
I really don't
How
want
long?
to watch it.
I've held that movie from Ryan for like 2 years.
Has it been that? Yeah, it's been that.
It's been that long. We need to watch it. Maybe next week. Well, I want to give it back to him.
I want to give it back to
Ryan, if you're watching, we don't have it anymore. We gave it back to you.
I'm going to give it back to you with my fist.
Thank you, Ryan,
Thanks
for
for
giving
nothing,
us
you son of a
8mm.
bitch.
It was a deliciously
I'm
delightful
going to
movie.
kill you.
I'm going to give it negative 18 stars.
I'm going to jab you in the face with a piece of broken mirror with tape on it for a handle.
Who, Ryan?
Yeah.
What?
And I'm going to make
Yeah,
a
but
knife.
he's the one who introduced us to Frogtown.
I'm going to make a knife out of linoleum tile, and I'm just going to cut him with it.
Rowdy Piper.
Rowdy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
Hell Comes to Frogtown. Watch that movie. It's better than 8mm.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot more fun.
You know what's better than 8mm?
But
The Phantom Menace. I would watch The Phantom Menace 3 times before I'd watched 8mm once.
I'm not watching either one of them.
We should
just not
review
gonna
The
happen.
Phantom Menace.
Why?
Because it's Star Wars and we love Star
I don't
Wars.
need to. I used to.
And you remember you telling me that you loved Ewoks, but even better. Well, originally you loved Jawas, but then you're like, oh, Ewoks are awesome, and then you're like, oh, dude, Gungans, even better.
Ugh. Just look how cheesy that whole thing looks.
Well, you don't want to collect these other great DVDs: Shackles with D.L. Hughley, The Gunslinger's Revenge, Blood of Beasts, The Brown Air, Steven Seagal's Today You Die, and It's All Gone, Peter Tong. Look at these great films. Great films.
Just look at the packaging of the DVD and the way it's set up. You can tell it's a cheesy movie.
Oh, there's more on the back here. 8mm 1, Wild Things 2, Wild Things 3.
Lila says.
What does she say?
She says don't watch any of those movies.
Single White Female 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, this is a rip-off movie, so I mean, there's other rip-off things in there.
Just to rip it all off.
All right, well, see you later.
I am the machine.
I am the machine. I snuff.
What do you think, Lenny? What does it smell like?
It actually smells kind of good.
Yeah, I've drank.
It smells like